I used AI I did a video about the history of the ejection seat, and there are very few images of the original aircraft that they put prototype ejection seats in. I found one. I thought, I want to be cool let's see what AI can do. And it was a jet aircraft. I've got AI to animate this thing, and it did an incredible job. It got all the parallax of the background, the dimensions of the aircraft were absolutely spot on. I thought, all right, I'm going to use this. I'll put a little AI thing just to say this is AI animation.
Yeah.
But I used a clip, and then it came to exporting the video. I was like, why is there a propeller at the front of this aircraft? This is a jet aircraft. AI's added in a propeller at the front. Oh, man. So then I had to go in and crop this thing out. I've used it now, and it's all part of the timeline.
Yeah.
So yeah, and AI is very clever, but it's also
a bit stupid.
Pain in the ass.
Yeah, it's very clever, but also at the same time really stupid. I was going to do a video saying my predictions and what I would want to see in watches, and to avoid Photoshop time, which takes horrendous amounts, especially when you're splicing watches together and creating new shapes. This is what I'm doing right now. So I put it into AI and said, change this, change that, change this, and it was firing them back. This is amazing. Sent them to my editor, and she went, nope, look at the logos. And the logo of Amiga, for some reason, in the second, the actual render of what I wanted to see, you'd like flipped the opposite way around and jumbled up and it was just totally wrong.
Yeah.
I was like, keep the logo the same. And then it was the same shit one instead of the same good one.
I had exactly the same experience. So I put a couple of images into, I think it's just into ChatGPT, which I don't think is great for images anyway. And I said the same thing. I said, remove the numbers and put baton hour markers in.
It destroys it.
Yeah. And it was like, it did that. But I said, don't change anything, only the hour markers. Remove the 6, remove the 9, and put baton markers in. And Oyster Perpetual came out. It's like all like Greek letters or something. Yeah, everything was all mashed up. No, I said, I didn't tell you to change that.
Yeah.
That's not an hour marker. So yeah, I gave up.
We had someone really interesting in last week on the podcast who works in AI, and she works in how AI perceives videos. So what AI sees when it sees the videos. And what she was saying is AI really struggles with context. Whereas we can look at a video of somebody dicing up chicken and we can go, well, they're probably going to be cooking. They're dicing the chicken up to cook. AI will just say there's a knife and there's chicken and they're cutting it. It doesn't get the context.
Yeah.
Which is really interesting.
It takes it very literally. Someone's cutting chicken. That's it.
Exactly. And her job is to try and allow AI to figure out that context correctly, which can be really difficult because it could go down the total wrong context route. It could go, they're chopping up. It could be a body they're chopping up, and who knows? That. So there's so many different types of context you can get from that. And to perceive the right context from the right situation is something that AI, I don't think, will just ever be able to do.
Yeah. I find, I can't stand Adobe, but I find that AI that is behind content-aware editing in Lightroom and Photoshop, I find that very interesting. I took a photograph in London. There was a guy sitting on a step and a really nice light coming down, but there's a horrendous white van on one side and a massive Mercedes minivan on the other side. And I just used content aware, and it removed one car. There was a van behind it, and it created the van. That's mad.
How did you do that?
Yeah. How do you know that these lines carry on? So it must have understood that this is a van, and these parts go here. It copied the wheel. It's wild.
It is crazy. It's crazy how good it's getting. I think that after talking to this lady on the podcast, I think the doomsday Terminator AI is going to kill us all. I don't think, from her perspective, she was saying that's just not. She said, you don't understand how dumb this stuff is right now. She said, in 40, 50, 60 years, you might have humanoid robots that are quite good and that can express human emotion. She also said something really interesting about ChatGPT. So the more you talk to ChatGPT, the more it codes in your reactions. So your ChatGPT is biased. everyone's has a bias to you.
Oh, that's interesting.
So if you were to create a ChatGPT account, ChatGPT will have a bias to what it knows you like.
I wonder if it also has a bias around or learns how I respond. So I've fed ChatGPT all my company branding, my company history.
My financials, everything.
I've done that.
Help me.
What's happening? And like I've given it YouTube videos, YouTube scripts, and I feel like it now responds to me
As you would.
as I would it. So I'll say, like I don't know, the other day when I was trying to do this image change, I want to change the dial of a watch. Awesome, yeah, I can do that. Blah blah. Blah. I was like, are you recording a YouTube video right now?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
It always seems so hyped, and I feel like it's trying to hype me up.
There's ways of so she said that once it's hard coded in, you can't really uncode it.
Right.
Essentially, she said that everyone's ChatGPT is just going to be permanently biased towards you. And the only way to stop that is to start a new account and start from scratch.
That's crazy.
Which is just wild.
Yeah.
When you think about it, it will give you answers not based on fact, based on what it knows you like.
Yeah, that's messed up.
Really weird.
I also find the fact side of it really tricky.
Oh, it's wrong. It's wrong a lot,
Yeah.
and it doesn't get that it's wrong. Give me the specs of this watch, and all of them are wrong. And you say, you do realize this is wrong. Yeah, sorry. Here's the real specs. You're like,
yeah.
Why did you give me in the first place?
Yeah, it must have been like 6 months ago or something. So to be fair, I should probably try it again. But I tried to get it to, I don't know, tell me the history of the Rolex Submariner or something, and it'll be wildly off. But then you have to say, tell me the history of such and such. Now fact check that, and it will come back with a completely different lineup.
Yeah.
Why didn't you give me that lineup in the first? Fact check it in the first.
Are you
place.
stupid?
Yeah. Why do I have to ask you?
Yeah. Are you using that in business at all with AI?
We're using it hugely to adjust our website.
Yeah.
So to do coding, if there's bugs on the site, I say me, I don't do it. Jared does it. Jared will. He's great at taking the coding out of the site and fixing any bugs, or if there's any adjustments that would. So at the moment we're opening a warehouse in the US this week, and we're going to change the website so that UK and EU see one version of the site and the US sees another version of the site, because there's going to be different stock and different products available. And using ChatGPT to do all of that, which is outrageous, because we would have spent a huge amount of money to someone doing it.
So remember the days where coders could just rip the arse out of it.
Exactly.
On one hand, I'm kind of thankful that those days are gone. On the other hand, it's scary that a lot of jobs are being replaced.
Yeah.
And
but there's also going to be jobs going to be created from it.
That's exactly
my son's on his second app, full app, iPhone app that he's made on the App Store on ChatGPT,
just for coding, because it's doing the coding for him.
So he'll code it in, I think it's called Swift. I can't remember what the coding is. It's beyond me.
Right.
How
is he doing that? What age is he?
11.
So you were like, how do you press the camera button?
So, but he'll ask ChatGPT how to do such and such, and he'll create the base framework for the game, and then he'll create different elements. So I came up with a game idea of having a table tennis bat or a tennis racket, and a ball gets dropped onto the tennis racket, and it's a very simple game. And you have to use the accelerometers in the phone to balance the ball.
Right.
And you get points by however long the ball stays
on the
bat. Now, you could just leave the phone there and the time goes up, so you get loads of points. So to make it more tricky, a bird flies past and poos on the racket. And that creates a sticky substance which makes the ball move slower. The reason you're moving the ball is that there's coins that appear around, and you have to collect the coins, and that increases the game. So it's a very simple game. But the
ADHD
challenge
loves that.
100%. But also,
me and you'll be sitting and watches and wonders in the background.
Yeah. But also, I thought the trickiest part would be to get the accelerometer to interact with a plane, a platform, and a ball. He did that in like 10 minutes. and then he just builds from that. So the ball rolled around in correct aspect,
Right.
Like you could see the ball moving, and it rolled at the correct speed, and the accelerometer was all in track. So all of that's ChatGPT. So although yes, it's going to take jobs away, it's just like the internet. It's going to create a whole wave of
New
other
stuff.
jobs.
Yeah.
It's really smart.
If you guys enjoyed that clip, please do me a huge favor before you go and head over to our Into the Mind podcast official page where we have the raw, uncut Into the Mind podcast, and hit that subscribe button. And the more subscribers we get, the more incredible guests we can get on the show. I really appreciate you guys for watching. Thank you so much. And I'll see you all real soon.